So, if you're watching this right now, it's because the ribs didn't suck, and you wanted to know how to make them. So, I'm going to show you how to make them here. So, this is like a cooking channel or something, right? Maybe this will be my next job. Maybe I'll be the next, well, see, Martha Stewart, she's going to get fired, right? And let's see, what else? Emerald, you know, he lost his job, or lost his network show anyways. And who else is out there? Well, Muto Mario, which is, you know, he is the king, but he's about one more pork chop away from a heart attack, so there could be some openings. And then you got this Alton Brown guy, you know, what's his deal? You know, he's a ex-Thomas Dolby, she blinded me with science guy, whatever, forget him. Anyways, let's make some ribs. I gotta come up with a concept, though. I gotta come up with a concept. These are the ribs. We get these at Costco. Costco does the best ones, I think. There's two brands. There's Swift, and there's this IPB. And they're a lot meatier than the ones that you get at Kroger and places like that. And the best thing, $2.99 a pound. Okay. So this thing is this is 3 slabs here, and they come packaged that way. This is what the slab looks like. Okay, full slab, and we're talking about baby back pork ribs. We're not talking about spare ribs or beef or anything like that, right? These are baby back pork ribs. And I've had good luck with the ones from Costco. So, God, I gotta come up with a concept. What can be my concept? I need your guys' help on this. Okay, I got an idea. Hang on, son. Maybe if I got my traditional signature bandana look going. How's that? Does that look okay? Do a bandana. Okay, the bandana chef. And I could have a beer while I'm on the show. That'd be a good idea. The drinking bandana chef. You gotta come up with something, right? The drinking chef. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the drinking chef.
These are the baby back ribs, and the key, I think, to getting them tender, first thing that you got to do is you got to get the membrane off. And what's the membrane? Membrane is a piece of fat that lines the back of the ribs, and they're a little tricky to get off sometimes. Let's see if I can do this live, or sort of live. You see what I'm doing there? See this membrane that's pulling off there? You got to get your fingers underneath there, and getting it started is the toughest part. Once you get started, it should just pull right off of there. Now, some people say that that membrane will burn off, and it helps to keep the bones together, the meat together, but I don't know. That's awful tough. I don't know if I want that on my meat. And we all like to pull our membrane, right? You can serve them whole if you want to. I cut them in half. For barbecues, I slice them in half so that I have half racks. So this is what would be called a full rack, and this is a half rack. Live television. Should we see what it is? Should we see what it is? This could be fun. Oh, private caller. I don't know who that would be. Cut the ribs in half, and through the magic of television, we're just going to go right to the next step. Kind of pans because I can put 3 of them in there at a time like this. And these ribs always come packaged 3 slabs, and then I can divide them up that way and get about 9 full slabs into my oven at the same time when I put 3 half slabs into each pan. Do the math. Anyways, I don't use barbecue sauce yet. I use barbecue, well, they call it barbecue sauce, but it's really not sauce. It's just stub stuff. It's really thin, okay, and it's not all honey and sticky and stuff like that, and it's not going to burn because we're going to cook these things for probably about 3 hours, at least 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours, because these are good and meaty ones. The trick to it is, what I do is I use this stub sauce as a, when I cook them in the oven. Now we're going to cook these really slow for a real long time. I usually go about 300 degrees, and I usually go about 3 hours. And what I'll do is I'll just lay that in there like that, and now let's get mucky. We'll just get mucky. Just rub that right in there. You start rubbing your meat. Rubbing your meat, pulling your membrane, and all kinds of things going on here. Alright. So, here's what I'm going to do. We got them all lubed up with the stub sauce. This is the spicy stuff. Look at this guy. Doesn't he look like he knows what a good rib tastes like? That guy knows his ribs, right? Okay. So, I'm just going to bathe that. I'm not thinking to use too much. I'm just going to cover all sides. And we're going to get those arranged in there. You want to go bone side down in your pan and try to space them out as you can now. I think this is an important step here. It makes it sound silly, but I think it helps them to stay moist. I'm going to cover this pretty tightly with aluminum foil. And the reason why that's important is because you really want to sweat out, you really want to render out all the fat out of the meat. It's actually going to cook and actually steam in that fat, in that moisture. Okay, so we're going to put this in 300-degree oven for 3 hours, and what they'll start doing is they'll start shrinking up and you'll start seeing bone. And that's kind of how I judge if they're getting too well done or not. If I start to see too much bone too early, I'm going to either slow down the oven or I'm going to get them out to the grill faster. What we're going to do is we're going to cook these, like I said, 3 hours, 300 degrees, and then we're going to finish them on the grill. Now, the last time I made them, because these are so much more meaty, I actually was in for about 4 hours, and then they were on the grill for at least an hour. Like I said, all I do is finish them on the grill to get some of that char onto the grill, and we'll show that a little bit later. But this is step one. This is the biggest part of the process, is getting that membrane off there and getting them in the oven for a good long time. So with that, I'm going to have a beer. This is the Drinking Chef, and I will catch you later.
Everybody talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Pop music. Pop music. Sing in the subway. Shovel with a shoe shine. Makes me a Molotov. I'm on the headline. Wanna be a gunslinger, don't be a rock singer. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, which way you wanna go? Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. Right in the tree. Pop, pop, shoo-wop. Me, 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 me. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. Right in the tree. Pop, pop, shoo-wop. You know what I mean. Hit it. Now you know what to say. Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Pop music. Pop music. All around the world, wherever you are, dance to the street. Anything you like, do it in your car. In the middle of the night. Down to the supermarket, dig it in the fast lane. Listen to the countdown. They're playing our song again. I can't get jumpy jack, I want the whole get back. You like music, knick-knack, paddywhack. Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. It's all around you. Pop, pop, shoo-wop. They want us around you. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. It's all around you. Pop, pop, shoo-wop. Hit it. London, Paris, Munich, everybody talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Pop music. Pop music. Pop music. Listen. Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. The fever. Pop music. Pop music. Do you read me? Loud and clear. Get it down. Get it down.
Okay, just want to show you two quick things here. Okay, here we go. This is what this is the downside, if there is a downside to this. This is all your ribs in the oven. You got no room to do anything. You got to plan strategically if you're going to do this many ribs. All right, here we go. Those are in. It's what time is it? It's 2:05. We're on bake. We're on 300 degrees. Take a look at these ribs. It's exactly 3:30. We've been in here an hour and a half. Let's take a peek. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if everybody's still happy. All right. I don't know if you can get in on that. All right. I don't know if you can get in on that, Mary, or not, but here's what we're looking for. See the way that fat is starting to render there? All right. Okay. See that? I don't know if you can get in. See how I'm starting to expose a little bit of that bone? That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. It's steaming up in there. Everybody's happy. I'm going to rotate these ribs around. I'm going to put the ones from the bottom onto the top and ones from the top to the bottom. So you can see how you take up your whole oven when you do this. Okay? Bye. See ya. Alright, so this is the next step in the process. Okay, we did everything before. We talked about being in the oven and so forth. Now we're going to finish them on the grill. Alright? So they're almost done.
Oh yeah. It's a good movie.
And this is where I come out with the thicker, more sweeter, honeyer kind of sauce.
I need ribs to ease my day. I need to find time to cook them right. My papa said, can't hurry ribs. No, you just have to wait. He said, ribs don't come easy. It's